The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Aaron Glenn said several, if not all, of the New York Jets starters will not play in the game Friday night against the Eagles. We'll talk about that, plus the latest from today's Jets practice. Richie from Jets Media was there. He will join us. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
You get the f*** out.
There's a number of things that I think about every morning that get me excited about being a part of this job. And plus, I just love what the hell I do. I have to address that. Between me and them, that's all you need to know. Every day, I'm living my dream. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Brees Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go. Show number 2 on the day. Before we get started, reminder, the Jake Asman merch store is open. We got a bunch of great items, including 2 new shirts, Coach AG and the G5 shirt, jakeasman.com. And you could get your shirt in green or white. We have youth sizes available for the Garrett Wilson shirt. If you're a Patreon member, use promo code. You know the code if you're a Patreon member, and you'll get 20% off all items in the store. Let's say hello right now to a good friend of the show. He's joining me on the Gangrene Legends cruise next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Richie from Jets Media, who was live at practice today, and now you're in the hotel room. What, right next to where the Jets facility is, Richie?
The grind don't stop, Jake. It's the last week of Jets training camp, and I thought, hey, they open it up to the public for back-to-back days, today and tomorrow, so I booked this hotel a while ago. I'm in Jersey, and I'm excited to give you guys my thoughts about what happened at practice today, and I'm excited to be there again tomorrow. Shout out to the Asmaniacs in the chat right now. Hit the like button for my boy, Jake Asman. Let's do it. Thanks for having me on, Jake. Always a pleasure.
Now, Richie, you got to tell the story you told me off air. So you show up to training camp today, and look, the Jets typically have been practicing at 8 a.m. So why don't you tell everyone how your day went? Because it started a lot earlier than it probably had to.
Yeah, so basically, if you guys go to Jets training camp this year, it usually starts 8 a.m. early. And I did not check the ticket to see what time because I assumed that was the time. I wake up at 5 a.m. You guys know I'm from Long Island, long commute. And I have this whole routine, and I get there at like 7:50 a.m. sharp. I don't see no buses. I don't see no Jets fans. And in my head, I'm like, tell me that practice is a little later. Okay, 10 a.m. And I look at my phone, 12 p.m. it starts. So I'm sitting there in Jersey for 4 hours until I found a coffee shop nearby in Morristown, did some work, and then I had to kill some time for 4 hours before training camp starts. And then I walk into training camp, Jake, and I told you this part, and all of a sudden someone taps me on the shoulders like, hey, you here alone? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, you're with me, VIP access with me. I got blessed, and all of a sudden I'm hanging out with Wayne Corbett, and I'm in the VIP out of nowhere. I was like, what's going on here? I was not expected. So I had a great day.
I love it. Well deserved, man. You get there early. You know what? You're prepared, ready to go, and you somehow luck into VIP. I definitely want to get your thoughts on practice. We will cover that. But let's start with some comments from Glenn after practice. He was asked what the plan is with the starters for Friday night.
Some starters won't play in this game. I won't get into the who's or whatnot, but, you know, a good amount of starters won't play. It gives us a chance to look at some of our other young guys and give them plenty of playing time so we can evaluate them. Obviously,
so the starters won't play. That obviously means Justin Fields, and I would imagine the vast majority of the starting offense and, of course, the starting defensive players. What's your reaction to that, Richie? Are you surprised that Glenn, who did play the starters the first 2 games, is opting to not play the starters in the finale Friday night?
Yeah, I feel like I was a little disappointed that they pulled Justin Fields in the game against the Giants. I wanted him to get another drive because I feel like this offense definitely needs some reps out there. So that's a little shocking. I thought that this offense in particular needs time. They definitely prioritized the run in that game against the Giants and didn't really open up the pass attack a lot. And that's something that a lot of Jets fans are a little questioning. Is Justin Fields capable of throwing this football and take shots down the field? We haven't really seen it consistently. Looked good today through the air until the end of practice, which we'll get into later on. But definitely a little shocking. But at the same time, Jets fans don't have to worry about no injuries in preseason, because it's a double-edged sword there, Jake. You know, we want the starters to play to get in rhythm, but then we're like, yeah, well, if they don't play, they can't get hurt. So it's you can look at it in two different ways.
Yeah, I understand this decision. I had Will Parkinson on yesterday, and I thought he made a good point. They're pretty banged up, right? You got a lot of guys that have had some injuries, so I can understand wanting to be careful. But I'm with you. I thought the reason why they only maybe played 2 drives on Saturday against the Giants was because they were going to play Friday against the Eagles 6 days later. So now, knowing what I know, I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see a 3rd drive from the offense on Saturday specifically. I'm not going to knock the decision. Glenn knows his team more than we do. He knows what they need physically. They had a really long practice that you could attest to today. They'll have another long one tomorrow. So I guess I'm not shocked, but I'm a little disappointed that they didn't play more on Saturday if the starters are not going to play at all seemingly on Friday.
Exactly. And when the Jets marched down the field, had that 12-play drive that led to a field goal from Nick Folk, they ran the football 11 of the 12 plays, and the only pass that they had was on 3rd and 2, the incompletion to Garrett Wilson. And I wanted them to get a 3rd series. You saw Russell Wilson go out there even after having a touchdown drive. I thought we should have saw at least another drive, but hey, they're playing it safe, and it seems like the Jets are not going to be playing their key starters at all. But hey, man, hopefully we're healthy heading into week 1. And so far, today was a good day from the health standpoint, especially defensively.
Now, you mentioned, of course, that it was a good day health-wise. Let's get into what you saw at practice today. I want to start with this. Jermaine Johnson out there in team drills for the first time. What did you see from Jermaine? What was it like to be in the crowd when Jermaine went out there and was actually not just going through individuals, but actually out there in 11-on-11 drills?
It was so good to see Jermaine Johnson, man. Like, he last year was the guy that I was just, there was so much momentum with Jermaine Johnson. There was so much breakout potential, and it was just so sad to see him go out the way that he did in week number 2. And you can see him out on the football field just ready. He's excited. There were some reps that he was winning. There was one rep where he got pushed to the floor by Armand Membu, and he got up and started screaming just at himself. And you just tell, like, I'm back. Like, you know, it was one of those moments that he had that it felt like, yeah, football, I'm back, baby. It was a long, long rehab process for Jermaine Johnson. And I think us Jets fans, like, forgot how good he is just because he did not play a lot of football last year. But a healthy Jermaine Johnson changes everything with his defense.
Jermaine back out there. Sauce Gardner also back out there in team drills. I was following along with your tweets today, Richie. Sounds like Sauce had a hell of a day. And then afterwards, there was some concern because he limped off after a play. And Glenn said in his presser, someone stepped on him, that Sauce is actually doing just fine. So they avoid anything potentially serious there. But what did you see from Sauce? What was it like watching him out there?
Sauce Gardner was dominating. I mean, I know exactly what happened in terms of the injury of him limping off the field. And I had a up-close personal perspective of seeing Sauce limping off the field and then seeing the tweet come out there. And I can just see, like, I'm looking at Sauce in the sideline. He was absolutely fine. He just did not have a helmet on. He wanted to go back out there. The Jets did not want to rush him in. But outside of the injury stuff, Jake, I swear, like, I was staring at Sauce the whole practice, and he was blanketing literally everybody, including Garrett Wilson. And there was a rep where he just shut down Josh Reynolds. There was a rep where Justin Fields wanted to go to Garrett Wilson. Sauce Gardner shut him down. And then the only throw that was thrown his direction, well, one of the two, was the Tyler Johnson pass breakup. And then the play where he got a little nicked up was a deep ball down the right sideline to go into the end zone, targeting Josh Reynolds. And that's where he got up and hobbling. But he just looks different out there, man. He like put on some type of weight or something. He looks bigger, stronger, faster. And I'm really excited to see what Sauce looks like under Aaron Glenn, man. I came away extremely impressed. It's like, yeah, that's why that guy got paid the big bucks. He's a different beast out there.
Richie from Jets Media is my guest. Click the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to Richie's channel, check out all the great content he puts out as part of the Roundtable Sports Network. Those guys do a tremendous job talking not just Jets, but all things NFL. As far as some of the other things you saw today, Richie, you could take this answer any direction you want. What were some of the big takeaways from today's practice?
Yeah, I'll talk about some standouts in terms of players later on, but something specifically that stood out to me, Jake, Aaron Glenn, the way that he operates as a head coach during practice. Today was a long day. And he said in the press conference earlier in when camp started that as training camp progresses, these days are going to get longer. And today was a long day. Like there was a point where I'm like, all right, practice is probably going to wrap up. I'm like, nope, special teams drills and then more team drills. It's like a lot of drills. And also Aaron Glenn is like intense, dude. He's got a whistle screaming after every single play, like just telling everybody next play, next play, next play, like screaming at him. Tempo is through the roof. There's no like 60 seconds of people just looking around waiting for the next play. When the play gets dead, the next team comes in and they're in and out of the huddle. He is disciplining them. There was one play in particular in the red zone. It was with the backups. I don't know exactly who he was screaming at, but he was livid. And luckily where I was seated, I was able to hear things because I was literally right behind the end zone and they were participating in goal line drills, Jake. And Aaron Glenn was just screaming at somebody. I don't know what he was saying, but he was livid about something. And it just goes to show you the type of coach Aaron Glenn is. And I was able to talk with Wayne Corbett today there with that whole experience I was telling you about. And everybody was asking Wayne his thoughts of Aaron Glenn. He was teammates with him, and he had a lot of cool things to tell us about his thoughts of Aaron Glenn being a former teammate of his. But the intensity at practice, Jake, the up tempo and the pace of practice and how long it was, is definitely a different energy than what I've seen at Jets training camp in years.
It just feels like this team is bought into what Glenn is selling. That's why I think he's done a good job to this point. He's still in that honeymoon phase. Getting off to a good start, of course, would certainly do him wonders. But the buy-in from the team, I think, has been impressive. Now, as far as what you saw from Justin Fields, I want to go to him. What did you make of his performance today? It felt like just reading some of the tweets from people like yourself who were there. Quick start, hot start for Fields. I know they had a big completion that the Jets themselves posted. Fields going downfield to Garrett Wilson, which is good to see. And then it kind of feels like he cooled off towards the end of practice. Do I have that right? And what did you see from the Jet starting quarterback today?
Yeah, so practice started off with wide receivers and CBs 1v1, and Justin Fields and three quarterbacks are rotating. That was a cool drill to watch. And Justin Fields had a deep touchdown to Arian Smith on a goal ball. The Jets posted that highlight if you guys did not see it. And that was really cool. But when it comes to 7-on-7, Justin Fields was just absolutely on one to start off practice. Exactly what you said, Jake, just precise completions, quick. And you heard what Justin Fields said before practice, that he's just taking what the defense is giving him. He doesn't have to push the ball down the field. He'll take the 8-yard completions all day, any day, which is good. You got to move the chains. If you're Justin Fields, you want to play point guard. And that's something that Aaron Glenn has been saying about Justin Fields. Just be the point guard, be the point guard. And what that means essentially is put the ball in your playmakers' hands and let them go out there and make some plays. So he started off hot, quick passes, decisive, getting the ball where it needs to be. But then where he struggled, Jake, was the last drill of practice, which was 2-minute drive the field, starting on your own 35-yard line with 2 minutes on the clock, drive the field to get a field goal. The first drive, he was sacked, and then he tried to hit someone. There was pressure in his face, threw it out of bounds, and then it was just a broken down play on third down, 3 and out, had the punt. And then the second and final rep, he had a bullet over the middle of the field to Mason Taylor. And I was like, whoo, that is a big-time throw. But holding. So it went from being 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line, potentially getting 3 points and succeeding as an offense, to now 1st and 20, and then the pressure comes. Will McDonald gets a sack, and then Quincy Williams blitzes. Tony Adams comes on a blitz, and then the offense loses. And then Quincy Williams, after that drill, was screaming, push-ups, screaming at the offense, like, you got to do push-ups, because the defense won back-to-back team drills. And then that's kind of what wrapped up practice. But that touchdown that Garrett Wilson did have on 7-on-7, Justin Fields squeezed that ball in a tight window, and Garrett Wilson made a tremendous catch. So that is something that you definitely have to highlight of Justin Fields' day as well.
Zach Rosenblatt had the practice stats for what it's worth. 14 of 23 passing in 11-on-11, 5 of 10 in 7-on-7. With a few drops mixed in. That's where I wanted to go next. Breece Hall had 3 drops today, Richie.
Oh, yeah. He was the the negative of the day. It was Breece Hall, man. He dropped one pass and then another and then another. And you're just like, it's in his head now. Every time he dropped it, he was slamming his hands on the grass, throwing the football, really frustrated with himself. It wasn't even just like he was guarded and it was good defense, wide open, just dropped And you're just like, man. And then there was a drill as well at the 1 yard line. They ran 3 plays at the 1 yard line, simulating goal line. First play, Justin Fields had that touchdown to Andrew Beck. That highlight the Jets posted on social media. The second play, handoff up the middle, Braylon Allen, touchdown. Third play goes to Breece Hall. Guess what happens? Tackle for loss. So, it's just not looking great for Breece right now, to be honest with you. And it's feeding that narrative of that Braylon Allen resurgence. It's just not looking good for Breece right now.
Yeah, it's an odd one. I mean, I still think Breece is going to be a big factor in the offense, but he's got to catch the ball because that was a problem last year. He did have some drops that were definitely costly. So hopefully it's just, get him out of the way now and be ready to go for the regular season. Lou B with our first super chat on the day. Arian Smith, wide receiver 2 over Reynolds. Me and my boys had a great day at Jets camp. Justin looked good. Also, Lou B was out there today. Shout out to you, Lou. I know you're a diehard Jet fan. Look, Arian Smith continues to make plays, but I think if he's already wide receiver 2, to me, it speaks more volumes about the lack of anyone in that room that's any good besides Garrett Wilson at this point. Because if Arian Smith is a day 3 developmental wide receiver, is wide receiver 2 already, I'm sorry, something to me has gone wrong in that room. They just don't have enough weapons. I've been on this for months. What are your thoughts, Richie?
Big shout out to Lou. I met him at training camp this year. Awesome guy. But I don't think Arian Smith, we're hoping, is the number 2 receiver eventually. But right now he's not. He's not running with the starters. He's still running with Brady Cook and Martinez with the backups. Josh Reynolds is ahead of him on the depth chart. Even with the injury to Alan Lazard, it goes Wilson, Reynolds, Tyler Johnson, and then Alan Lazard, and then Arian Smith. So he's still got to work his way up. But Arian Smith was fantastic today at practice. He had like 5 big catches, 1 drop, and he was making plays down the field, man. He was running some deep routes that, like, you can tell the Jets are really going to try to utilize his speed, and you can get really creative with a player like him. He was running some deep ins where he turned around, the ball was out immediately, big catches in traffic. You can definitely utilize a weapon like that. And Jets fans, we latch on to receivers. But another receiver is Quentin Skinner to watch out for. The undrafted free agent receiver. He had a big touchdown grab today. He also had a big catch on one-on-one 50-50 ball, mossed Jarius Monroe. He's got a lot of energy, that kid, Quentin Skinner.
Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, I see some memberships have been gifted. Why don't I reveal what we're playing for today? A Jets jersey of your choice. You pick. You want Garrett Wilson. You want Sauce Gardner. You want Jermaine Johnson. You name the jersey and the color you want it in, and I send it your way. Justin Fields, also an option. So gift memberships to enter. We'll spin the Wheel of Champions at the end of the stream. And by the way, we did award our raffle prizes for the weekly raffle this morning. So here are the top prizes for next week's raffle. Raffle 37. The top prize, Broadway Joe Namath signed jersey. Kevin Mawai signed Hall of Fame signature jersey, and a photo of the New York Sack Exchange signed by both Joe Klecko and Marty Lyons. Those are the top prizes in our weekly raffle, and we're giving away a jersey at the end of this stream. Big shout out to the Human Fund who gifted a membership. Also, J-Boy in on the raffle. He gifted a channel membership, so both of them are in for one. Now, Richie, you were there today. What did you make of the backups on this team trying to fight for spots? Who caught your eye? Is there any hope for a guy like Malachi Corley at this point? Just your thoughts on some of the guys that are fighting for spots with one game to go here in the preseason.
I've lost all my hope for Malachi Corley, man. I mean, he doesn't make plays at practice. He doesn't make plays in the preseason. I don't think the coaches are even trying to get him involved. I mean, he looks really stiff. Like, my evaluation of Malachi Corley is he's too stiff in terms of he's not someone that has any wiggle in his routes where he can create any type of separation. And when he gets the ball in his hands, we were like the yak king. The only thing he tries to do when he has the ball in his hands is just lower his shoulder and try to run through somebody. Like, that's not going to work every single time. You got to have some type of shiftiness, plant your feet in the ground, make someone miss in the open field, anything. And it definitely, like, Quentin Skinner, Jamal Pritchett, and Brandon Smith, those 3 receivers have been better than Malachi Corley. And those 3 receivers may not even make the team. So, and even like other guys like Pookie Wilson looks better than Malachi Corley, Jake. Like, I'm talking like all these receivers that are going to get cut. I'm saying like Pookie Wilson had a touchdown today. Like, I haven't seen Malachi Corley sniff anything. He had like one catch and 50-50 ball one-on-one. That was really it. And it's sad because I was really hyped up on Malachi Corley last year. But one player in particular I definitely want to highlight, Dean Clark, the safety who had a tremendous game against the Giants. He had a really cool play today where he was able to save a touchdown on the goal line, forced a fumble on Kine Nwangu, I believe, which was a walk-in touchdown on the goal line, but he ran him down, forced a fumble. Really cool to see that play. The Jets need some help at safety from the depth perspective. He's definitely making a name for himself. And then, the Jets defensive line, Tyler Barron, the Jets rookie, has been kind of quiet. He's definitely going to make the team, I would assume. And then the Jets defensive tackle room with Jay Tufele, Byron Cowart is still injured right now. So there's a lot of guys that's definitely on the roster bubble. But the big thing is here, Jake, with Chris Boyd now on IR, that opens up a roster spot for a cornerback / special teamer. And I think Jarek Bernard-Converse could be the name to watch out for to steal his spot on the roster. And with Alan Lazard injured, Jake, as well, he could be entering the season on the PUP list, missing the first 4 weeks. And that can open up an opportunity for a guy like Skinner to make the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, Turd Ferguson. That's a name we love around here. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for $5.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Thank Turd Ferguson. If you got a membership, Jordan Victor, Cosmo87, COVID-1984, Old School L82, and Jamie Livingston, all receiving channel memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Richie from Jets Media. Click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, Richie, we have to address something that has come to light on this show. I had a listener of mine. You met him. His name is Jay Quest. He called into my show last week, and he claims that when a young kid came up to you at a training camp practice, you gave this young fan a sticker, but you weren't enthusiastic enough to the young fan that came up to you. And Jay Quest was very, very upset. He was turned off. He was disgusted with your actions. And I want to make it clear, I don't believe this to be true. I defended you right away, but now they're calling you the sticker king in the chat, and this continues to take on a life of its own.
Gator, I'm scared to see what this is.
I'm Richie Stickers. Kiddies love my stickers. Jets Media subscribers all want my stickers. Here's my kick-ass sticker. Now leave me the hell alone, bitches.
I'm becoming the sticker guy. Oh my God. We got a banger sent over from Gator. I am strapped up with stickers, and if anybody comes up to me, you get a sticker. I didn't know it was becoming a thing, though.
I'm Richie Stickers.
Does anybody watching this have a sticker that I gave them in person?
Just unbelievable what's happening here. So, Richie, I want you to respond to those who are questioning you.
Well, first of all, if anybody comes up to me, I am always strapped up because I want to give back to anybody that is kind enough to come up to me and recognize me, because I want to give back to the Jets fan community. And I don't know if you saw, Jake, but I happen to have an awesome Jets fan come up to me, and he said, Richie, I love your stuff. His dad was a great listener of Jets Media. And he told me, I want to be a Jets YouTuber one day. And I'm like, well, come on the show with me. And I made an awesome video with this 8-year-old kid. His name is John. And I gave him the floor. And I don't know what interaction he's referring to, but I absolutely love the kids. And I always love to give them the stickers. They come up to me and I give them the stickers. I love taking selfies. Like today, for example, someone came up to me like, Richie, I love your stuff. Can we take a picture? Absolutely. Took a selfie with him, posted it on Instagram. He tagged me in it, reposted it. I mean, I don't know where this accusation's coming from. I have no idea where this is coming from. But hey, I'm honestly running low on stickers, Jake. I think I have 2 left, by the way.
Wow.
But I did not know that this is turning into the first time seeing that edit from Gator. So shout out to Gator, of course. But hey, I don't know where this is coming from. I have no idea what interaction he's referring to. But hey, whatever the case may be. I don't know.
Have you noticed a lot of people in your comments, either on your show or on social media, referencing the stickers? Because it's become a thing that Jay Quest has made these outrageous accusations that you apparently were not enthusiastic enough, even though you gave a young fan a sticker anyway. So to me, I know you. I've met you many times. I consider you a friend. I'm just at a loss for words that a listener of mine would say such terrible things about you, Richie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're always going to have people that don't like what you do. I don't know. They're going to talk down on your name. I did hear the stickers start coming into my chat, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And then my chat was like telling me like a little bit about it, but I had no idea what they were talking about. I didn't see the call in at all. I don't even know who Jake Quest is. I mean, I would love to meet you and love to talk to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Oh, what up, Jake Quest?
Yo, there's Jake is a fucking pot stirrer, bro. Did you watch the clip or no? That's my question.
I did not.
Okay.
I heard about it. Did not watch
so,
it.
like, dude, I did not shit on you, okay? All I said was I felt like, one, it was in the middle of practice, right? So you were at the top with Ryan and Matt and some creepy old guy. Who was that dude that was, like, stalking you guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude.
No idea who that was. He was talking to Matt the whole time.
Yeah, it's fucking like a fanboy or something. So some kid came up to you. I didn't see the interaction with that kid. You gave him a sticker. Then the other came up. I wasn't saying you were like mean, but it was like I thought the kid like was so hyped to see you. Like his smile on his face was so excited. And you said, "Here's a sticker." You weren't like, "Hey, fuck off." But you said, "Here's a sticker." And I felt like the kid was like, I don't know. I felt like he wanted to dab you up and wanted a picture. It's not a big deal. Jake's a pot stirrer. You know how he is. That's all. It's like blowing out of proportion, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
What I saw, but it wasn't like you were a douchebag. You just gave him a sticker. And I felt like he was like a little let down. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think I remember exactly what you're talking about. One kid came up to me and showed me his phone. He's like, "This is you? Are you on TikTok?" And I was like, "Wow, I've never been recognized on TikTok before." And then I gave him a sticker. And then another kid came up and he's like, "Hey." And then I thought his friend came up. He wants another sticker. So I'm like, "Yeah, of course, man. Have a sticker." And it gets to a point where I start handing out stickers. People come up to me and they want stickers. So I gave him a sticker and that was that. I mean, I didn't like. It was more about anything deeper than that.
It was more about the kid being upset. I felt like he wanted more. You gave him the sticker, which is fine. The chat's going crazy with the stickers. I think it's fucking hysterical. But Jake's a fucking pot stirrer. I'll tell you this. This is my analogy. Meeting the jet content creators like meeting a fluffer at a porn set, right? You're there to see the jets. You're there to see a porn star. Then you meet a fluffer. That kid was acting like he saw a porn star when he saw you. He was so excited, dude. He fucking loved it. Dude, you're fine, dude. I just like said the chat took over. You know how these fucking chats are. They go crazy. You know, I saw you. You saw me run the 40. I saw you run the 40. I almost got you. You beat me by this much. You know, we ran.
Oh, I did beat you.
You did. But I'm also like 20 years older than you. So come on now.
Hey, that's true. But listen, man. I mean, you can, talk about me all you want. I don't really. It doesn't really bother me.
It was. Go watch the call. Go watch the call.
I didn't watch it. All I did is hear about it, and now I'm like, pinned against you. I got no bad blood about anybody ever in my life. That's just how I live. Even if people that have opinions on me, which is negative, I don't really let it get to me. So Jake Quest, nothing but love and respect to you, my friend, at all. And I appreciate you coming on Jake's show and speaking how you feel, because I got no bad blood against you, my friend, at all.
Jake, stop being a douche there, Jake. Stop starting the shit. And
Gator, I'm scared to see what this is.
I'm Richie stickers. Kiddies love my stickers. Jets media subscribers all want my stickers. Here's my kick-ass sticker. Now leave me the hell alone, bitches.
I'm becoming the sticker guy. Oh my god. We got a banger sent over from Gator. I am strapped up with stickers. If anybody comes up to me, you get a sticker. I didn't know it was becoming a thing, though.
I'm Richie stickers.
Does anybody watching this have a sticker that I gave them in person?
Man, let me say this. Jay Quest, your hamstrings must hurt from that back pedal. Wow. That was stunning. You're my guy, Richie. Let's go.
Here's the sticker.
And by the way, Richie inspired me because when I go out to training camp or jet games, I always carry magnets or stickers so I could give them out to listeners.
Yeah, I mean, I hope people realize where this comes from. Like, whenever somebody who comes up to me and recognizes me, I like to give back. Just, hey, thank you so much for supporting the show. And I give him a sticker. It's that simple. It goes back to like 3 years ago. I've been doing this for years, but now it's becoming a meme. And I don't know. I mean, you put him against me and he apparently backtracked. I have no idea what he said. So I don't know, but hey, it is what it is, Jake. I don't know what he actually said in the caller, but crazy
Clancy
accusation, bro. Crazy accusation.
I had your back 100%. Clancy says that Jake West backpedaled like Darrell Revis. Oh yeah. Big time backpedal.
You should show the video I made with John, the 8-year-old Jets fan that wanted to come on that I posted. You should show that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Subscribe to Richie. You might get a sticker if you see him in public. NYC to
Running low, though.
SRQ. He has gifted 10 channel memberships. He won earlier today in our weekly raffle. Let me confirm what he won. He won a Wayne Krebet signed helmet and NYC. I sent it out today, so you're ready to roll. And thank you for the 10 spot. You're in our raffle at the end of the show for 10.
Hello? You play to win the game.
NYC, you have a chance to win the following jerseys of your choice: Fields, Wilson, Gardner, or JJ. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who was there for the Stickergate accusations is on the line. Nate, parentheses Nate. Hello, Nate.
What's up, Richie? Nice to see you again.
Nate,
All
what's
right.
up, man?
What's going on? I was Richie's inside source for some of those tweets last week. I'm the binocular. See, I'm the binocular guy to you, Richie, right? You're the sticker guy, and I'm the binocular guy. It just is what it is. To most people, I'm the bike guy.
He was looking
I always call him
in the
on the
far
bikes. I'm the
fields like,
bike
Nate,
guy.
what do you see?
Yeah, exactly. But I think, all right, I agree with Jake West. This was totally like Jake is pinning you guys in a corner. Like he was honestly giving you a little bit of credit. One, you always have stickers on you, which is awesome. I got a sticker from you first time I met you. But I don't think it's a bad thing that you're a sticker guy. Like Jake is like the raffle ticket guy, right? Jake always has raffle tickets no matter what. I was at camp with Jake. He tried to pay for hot dogs with raffle tickets. He was like, "Hey, can I give you 5 raffle tickets?" And he was trying to get merch and hot dogs. So like Jake's the raffle ticket guy, you're the sticker guy, I'm the bike guy. Everybody has a role in this community, right? Anyway, going on to practice today. I don't know if you noticed this, Richie, right? Before, up until the 2-minute drill at the very end, every single kick, pass, run, everything was going left to right if you're in the stands, which if you were there today was against the wind. The wind wasn't swirling, but there was some significant wind where it was moving a little bit. Like I was on calls where, or even recording videos looking back, it was just like wind in my ear. Every single throw and kick was going against the wind, against the wind, against the wind. And usually you're always there. They usually kick towards that, like where we're always walking around, kind of like towards the left. Everything was left to right, kind of against the wind. So I think, and I saw Fields obviously struggled with a lot of balls today. The kicking game and punting game was brutal. Like I don't know if you saw the 3 punts in a row that went 30 yards. I was like, what's going on? And that's where I really took note of the wind. There was another one that went about 25 yards. I think the furthest I saw was a 42-yard punt. So when he said in post game, or not post game, but like after practice media session, that he was trying to put them in game-like situations today, I think a lot of that was just like, yeah, this is what we're going to face at MetLife. Let's now that we have a little bit of wind for the first time and it's not July and 90 degrees, let's try to push it against the wind. I don't know if you noticed that at all, but and then the 2-minute drill was the only thing I saw them go right to left, kind of with the wind.
Yeah,
So
some of the kicks fell short too. The kicks fell short.
Yeah.
Nick Folk had a lot of field goals where it was like
brutal
5 or 10 yards short. So the wind could have definitely impacted that. But yeah, I didn't really notice the wind as much. Now that you bring it up, it kind of makes more sense that it's definitely going to have an impact, especially in the pass attack. But let's not forget, MetLife is filled with wind. I feel like every time the Jets play, there's wind. So they need to learn how to play in the wind. So let's hope that they can figure that out, because it felt like every game at MetLife last year was bad weather, wind, rain.
Yeah, I mean, and then I'll echo it earlier what you mentioned, like Jermaine he's just got like a different body type. Like he just looks like a pass rusher out there. He's the only guy. Like he's not Michael Clemens or any of our rookies or like McGregor. He's our stud looking pass rusher that looks like a pass rusher. Corley, I think you said it earlier. You guys have kind of been on it for a while. You don't think he's going to make the team. To me, he was the only one. He was out there like in special teams drill, and he wasn't even like tackling the dummy. He looked like he was going 50%. Like he looks checked out. You rarely saw him on offense too. Like maybe with the threes would he be out there, and it was like for a run play where they'd have him like dive in for a linebacker, and he just like he almost seemed like he didn't want to touch anyone, get hurt. He kind of seems like he's waiting for his pink slip and his bag and get out of here. I think he's good as done. As good as the backup long snapper on the team, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I like
Nate,
that Corley's days are numbered.
Nate, great takes. And next time I see you, I'm going to give you some raffle tickets. All right.
I appreciate that take. Wait, last thing I want to say. My other big offensive take today. You guys were at training camp last week. Rodgers was always 1,000, 1,000 ball out. Fields the ball is never on time. Like obviously that's his weakness, right? Is like he's a 1 read, 2 read guy. but he's back there, and I know he's like supposed to sit there and he's not supposed to scramble in season. I guess he will, but his like body clock just doesn't. That's the one thing with Field, not inaccuracy or any of that, but like his body clock compared to what I saw at training camp last year. Obviously, one's a Hall of Famer and one's a pocket passer, but yeah, he just doesn't ever have like 1,000, 1,000 ball out unless it's just like a check down. So I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of 1,000 run. Like first week's not there and run once regular season comes. But thanks for the time, fellas. Richie, always good to see you, sticker man.
Nate, you're the man. You're bike man, sticker man, raffle man. A couple super chats I want to get to here. This one's from Trig. He's in the raffle for 2 with this. He goes, is there any specific wide receiver you could see the Jets signing / trading before the deadline, assuming the wide receiver room is as bad as it could be? The only way I could see them really adding someone at the deadline is that they're in the mix. So it's tough to project that out right now. I would love to see them add someone to the receiver room now, Richie. I don't know if you have a name in mind or if there's anyone you've targeted, but I'm very worried about the wide receiver room in general outside of Garrett.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting help at the wide receiver room. It's definitely a weak position. But I think, and what I'm about to say isn't saying what I'm preaching, but I think this is what the Jets' philosophy is they want to build this team within and not rely on external help right now. And what I mean by that is instead of signing a Gabe Davis or signing Keenan Allen when he was available, they want to develop Quentin Skinner potentially. They want to give Jamal Pritchett an opportunity. This is the year of laying down a foundation. This is not the year to go after a Super Bowl. And that may sound weird. I'm not saying the Jets got punting and tanking, but this is not last year where they have to go all in because we have a 40-year-old quarterback. If we don't win now, we never will. This is the year of laying the foundation. I know there's an argument there. Well, Justin Fields is out there trying to prove himself. He needs as much weapons as possible. I just don't think this regime right now, the way it's situated, they want to build this team and coach up guys and develop their own players from undrafted free agents and maybe look out for the waiver wire. I think that's somewhere where we can add a wide receiver. Absolutely. If there's a receiver that is available that gets cut from another team, they feel like can be an addition to this Jets roster. I just don't see the Jets going after like one of those veterans because like, what is that really going to do? It's just going to put a Band-Aid over a giant hole. The Jets want to find long-term pieces at that spot. And I think that's what they're prioritizing.
I believe in freedom, writes in. People remember Fields is not going against scrubs. He's going up against the best DB in the league. And in my opinion, top 5 secondary overall. There's definitely something to that. But at the same time, there are legit concerns with his passing attack. Just look at Fields' career. He's never been an above average passer. He's never even been, probably an average quarterback. He's had moments, but the Jets are banking on being able to build a real offense that can maximize his strengths and not ask him to have to drop back 25, 30 times a game. If you're asking him to do that, I don't think it's going to work. They don't have the weapons, and he's not that player.
Yeah, and this offense is going to be built on running the football. And the only way the pass attack is going to get opened up is if the running game is that much of a threat. If the running game does not work out, you can kiss the pass attack goodbye, like forever, like 0% chance that happens. The Jets cannot be in 3rd and longs, 2nd and longs, and expect this offense to figure it out. The Jets ran the ball, Jake, on 3rd and 8 to Braylon Allen. They picked up the first down. Like that's what this Jets team is going to be about, is running the football. Because when you run the ball effectively, that's going to force the defenses to stack the box. That's when you can absolutely open up the pass attack. And Justin Fields does not need to put up 4,000 passing yards to be a successful quarterback, but he has to absolutely make the proper decisions and move the ball down the field and score some points.
Big fella, he super chatted earlier. Won't let me bring it up because we're having StreamYard issues. I was told the Fields touchdown to Garrett Wilson was a hospital ball. Richie, you were there. Was it a hospital ball?
It was 7-on-7 in the red zone, and Fields zipped it in to a very tight coverage. A hospital ball, people say you throw it over the middle and then you're allowing a receiver to potentially run right into a defender. It was in the end zone. I feel like hospital ball is more over the middle of the field when there's more grass and there's more space for a defender to come and pop them. But the ball got right in between 2 defenders, and Garrett Wilson made a tremendous grab. I was very impressed by the catch. But if you want to go deeper into that highlight and go frame by frame, yeah, I mean, it's a risky throw that Justin Fields made. Absolutely.
Black Gypsy enters our Jets jersey raffle at the end of the show. He's in for 1. Thank you very much, Black Gypsy. All right, Richie, before we talk about our next topic here and then say goodbye to you, a message from Fireman Ed.
Hey, it's me, Fireman Ed. I'm heading to Bermuda with my man Jake Asman. Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, May 30th to June 4th, 2026. Join the New York football legends Marty Lyons, Bilal Powell, Leon Washington, Sean Ellis, Kevin Mawai, Chris Ivory, and Jericho Cotchery, and all the podcasters. We are going to have the time of our lives, Q&As, meet and greets. It's going to be a spectacular cruise. Come join Fireman Ed on the cruise of a lifetime. Go to cruisewithlegends.com and book your trip today. $500 off a person up until September 7th. Let's go!
Yeah, join me, Fireman Ed, Richie, and countless others. You heard Ed mention it. I'm pumped, Richie. Cruisewithlegends.com. Book by week 1, September 7th for $500 off. I mean, which content creator should we be the most concerned about being thrown overboard during our cruise next year?
Green bean.
I was going to say green bean as well.
I mean, Green Bean is like one of my favorite people ever. I love turning on his shows. He entertains me. So he's just great. Absolutely love Green Bean. This is going to be epic. The fact that us 5 are going to be there with all these Jet legends. I mean, come on, man. It's going to be great, man. Make sure you get your reservations now because you get $500 off before September 7th, which is right around the corner, Jake, which is absolutely crazy.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait. I'm so glad that you're a part of this with all of us. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Now, Richie, can you promise people that sign up for the cruise, they'll get stickers from you when we're on the ship?
Oh, absolutely. I will be, I mean, I really am down to I have 2 stickers remaining. So I am out of stickers unless I give them away tomorrow, which I'm hoping I will. But I will bring the stickers on the cruise if you guys want them, man. Some people like the stickers, Jake. Someone's like, yo, Richie, I have your sticker on my bike. I put it on my bike last year. You never know.
I have one of your stickers on my fridge.
See that? And you gave me a Asmaniac like magnet. You gave me a bottle opener. You got to get those fidgets. You got to get those little knickknacks. People like them.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Richie from Jets Media. One last super chat for you. This is from Craig in Australia. He says, good day, Richie. Don't worry about Stickergate. I'll bring you a Craig from Australia sticker in September.
Oh, my God. That's great. Listen, it's all love at the end of the day. I got no bad blood against anybody. Even the people that like hate on me in general, I just show them love back. That's just the type of person I always am. I got nothing but love in my heart. But Jake, thank you so much for having me on. I'm really excited to be back at practice tomorrow. It's always a pleasure to come on the Jake Asman Show. And guys, do me a solid favor. Hit the like button. Support Jake. Share his YouTube channel all over the place. He's doing big and fantastic things, not just here on YouTube, as you guys know, ESPN radio, Mad Dog Radio. My boy Jake Asman is like everywhere. And I got to say this, Jake, real quick, man. It was awesome to be commuting to Jets training camp last week and listening to you on the radio at like 6 a.m. That was like my first time like being in the car listening to you because I love listening to sports talk radio on the way to like any sporting event. And hearing you, I was like, it's my boy Jake on the radio.
I appreciate that, man.
I know you've been on the radio forever, but like that was my first time like actually being in a car and turning you on in my car. Usually it's like on an app or I see like a recording afterwards. It was awesome to hear you on the radio, man. You're doing great things. And make sure you guys go keep supporting Jake Asman. Appreciate all the Asmaniacs in the chat, man. You guys are awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richie's channel, just put the link in the live chat. We'll put it in the description as well. Jets Media, he'll be at practice again tomorrow. Richie's all over TikTok as well. I love his short form content he's been publishing, recapping each day. Keep killing it, Richie. Say hi to the fam for me, and I can't wait for this cruise next year. I'll see you plenty of times before then, but I'm already very excited.
I know, right? I'll see you soon, Jake. Appreciate you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richie from Jets Media joining us from a hotel room adjacent to the Jets practice facility. He was there today. He'll be there again tomorrow. And then that's it for training camp, folks. Tomorrow's the last practice of training camp. After tomorrow, the next time the Jets practice, no fans, no media. They start to get up into regular season mode. What that essentially means is no one can see it. So they're going to have one more practice tomorrow. Then they'll have a walkthrough on Thursday. The game will be Friday. They'll have player off day till Friday or till Monday. They'll be back, and then start ramping up. Get 2 weeks till week 1. And that's typically how it goes. Thanks again to Richie for his time. Great insight from practice today. If you tuned in late, click the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Also, I want to remind people that we are available in audio form, Apple or Spotify. And if you leave a 5-star review, I will read it on the air on either Apple or Spotify. So give us a 5-star review, make it funny. And if it's funny, I'm going to read it. All right. We read one of them yesterday. Should I read one more right now? Kind of wet the beak, because I plan on doing a full segment from people. But man, this was a review that we had from Gillies. Jake's show is informative and funny. At the same time, if you love Jets football and were a fan of the old Howard Stern Whack Pack, Jake's callers fall under this category. Jake is a gentleman to all his callers, but he has fun with them. He has great guests talking football on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day. He does post-game shows after Jets games also. Also, Beast, you're a wizard. So that was a 5-star review from Gillies9. So leave reviews like that. Help us in the audio space. All right, more of your calls right now. And remind you to get the membership to enter our raffle. Let's say hi to Philly Noodles, who is up next on the show. What's up, Philly?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Philly, how are you?
I'm all right. I don't know if anyone saw my meme inside the Discord. Daniel Jones in a Jet jersey.
Are you excited that Danny Dimes is now a starter again?
I told Kevin, Chef Kev, with all respect, love the dude. Our whole community's great. I told him, bro, he was going to end up being the starting quarterback. Now it's weary. It's like, so how bad is he, right? Like I think it was Black Gypsy were going at it in the comments earlier. I'm like, dude, to say that he's worse than Fields is crazy, because he made the playoffs, and it wasn't because, some random scenario. He earned the playoff right with the team. Doesn't mean that he's great by no stretch of imagination. I said he was only good. So we don't know how good Justin Fields was because he was pulled last year. So we're in a catch-22. If he's worse than Daniel Jones, then we really shit the bed. You know what I mean? So that's just my stance. But
nothing will hurt me more than we're all talking about Fields being the next young quarterback to break out and establish himself. And it's not him, it's Daniel Jones that does it this year. That will kill me if that happens.
And we can say it wasn't our fault, but we can just blame the waters in Jersey then, with all due respect to Jersey. Because if it's Sam Darnold and Gino left New Jersey and got better, if Daniel Jones leaves New Jersey and gets better, it's the freaking water. Move us into Queens and call it a day. We'll be like the Mets. You got to believe. It'll switch. I know you're a Yankee fan, but it doesn't matter. It might be the waters in Jersey.
Philly, enjoy thinking about Daniel Jones all night, all right?
I'll try not to.
More of your calls coming up. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Can't emphasize that enough. Reminder, gift the membership, and you have a chance to win a Jermaine jersey, a Gardner jersey, a Wilson jersey, or a Fields jersey. You pick at the end of the upcoming stream. Comments, questions, super chats. You guys know the drill. Let's continue right now, because joining us next is this guy.
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
I got a question here. So we ran it 11 times out of 12. How many offenses in the league that are successful can do that? Run it 95% of the time. I can't think of any. Can you think of any?
Can I think of any? The Ravens and Eagles, I'm sure have had drives where they could do that if they wanted to.
Yeah, but Lamar throws downfield all the time and hits safe flowers and whatever else. And we know that Hurts throws down the field with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith.
Go look at the Eagles in 2021.
Is that when they won? No, they won the Super Bowl in 17.
They were 9-8. They snuck into the playoffs. Jalen Hurts' first full year starting. That to me is what I think Fields could do. That type of stat line.
All right, so that's a recent modern offense based around running. So then there is a pathway for us to be successful. So I'm not going to be as upset. If you told me that there is never another team that has done it in the last 5 years, then I'd say that we were kind of cooked. But
I mean, what were the Eagles in passing last year? They were a bottom 3 passing team. They ran the ball a ton with Saquon, of course, and then they had Jalen Hurts. I mean, it's not going to be a great passing offense, but can they go out there and be competent. Dylan says the Eagles were 29th in passing last year.
All right, so it could happen then. That could happen. All right.
Can they be the Walmart version of the Eagles?
The only thing is, though, Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback.
He's gotten better though, but he wasn't always a good passer. Like he's improved.
Right. Yeah, now he's good.
Same with Lamar. Lamar, I didn't think could consistently throw that great either. Josh Allen as well. These guys have all gotten better. I don't know if Fields could ever be as good as those guys have become at passing, but he's as good of a runner as any of those quarterbacks.
I actually think he might be better. Maybe not better than Lamar, but better than Hurts. Or rushing
At what?
wise. At rushing. In open space. That's what I think. I think he's the second best rushing quarterback. So hopefully they can utilize it and it translates. But it's weird this offseason because last year I felt like the offseason was so long and it was like taking forever for the season to start. I feel like this summer the training camp just went so fast. We have 2 Sundays to go without football and then 6 months of football.
Then let the pain begin, baby.
I know. Let's just week 1, win week 1 and change our tides. We got to win week 1. Have to win week 1.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
How's PBW?
She's going for a walk right now. She's not in the house. When I showed her the Azzy, when is that happening? When's the voting for that?
To be determined date, but a bonus Azzy award for those who missed it has been created. Best wife. The nominees are PBW, Mrs. Bonesy, Gary's wife, and Mrs. Beast.
Yeah, PBW has to win that.
PBW.
Oh yeah. All right, brother. I'll catch you later.
Mike, thank you for the time. PBM taking that seriously is hilarious, by the way. There's not an actual Azzy. This was a bit. But you know what? Maybe we can run it up to a vote. Bonesy, you bring up a good point, by the way. Let me talk to Andy from the Gangrene Cruise and see if people could sign up. Like if you sign up for 5, maybe we could give you a bigger discount for people who have multiple kids like you. Let me look into that for you, Bones. It's a good idea. All right. Super chats are not loading, so I have to manually check YouTube's comment section and go back and forth here. So Joe Grow, I see that you wrote can't wait for $20. I'm putting you in the raffle for 5 with that. So Joe, I got you down. Thank you very much for supporting the program.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
So you're in the raffle now officially for 5 with that one. Also, Michael Doramo sent in 5 gifted memberships. Hell yeah.
Hello. You play to win the game.
We're playing to win a Jets jersey of your choice, people. Fields, Wilson, Gardner, JJ. And by the way, for those who missed the beginning of the show, Jermaine Johnson returning the team drills today is awesome. He's not going to play, of course, Friday, nor should he, but he's getting put in a spot where he should be ready for week 1. Now, as far as the other super chats here, let me pull this one up from Spencer Green. I'll read it to you guys because it's not coming up on the screen for me. Let's go 2 out of 2 today. I would appreciate being able to see Beast Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I did not know he now has those trading cards. I didn't know either. That was a reference to the first show. Spencer, congrats again on your Aaron Glenn prize. First show today, a lot happened. A lot happened. In fact, I actually received a lengthy email from Beast after the first show today. You guys can see it there on your screen. We covered a lot. We sure did. We covered a lot. I'm going to read you guys the email here so you guys can see what I'm referring. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just add some dramatic music to this one. You knew it was coming. Look, I tried to be nice and calm, but lately I feel disrespected, and that hurts. Now you're going to see a dangerous alliance. It's going to grow big. Look, I know my family history. So just don't go there. You don't know how hard my life was. It's rough. And yeah, I'm doing my best. Actually, this is from 5 days ago. I'm reading the wrong email. Hold on. I get so many emails a day from Beast. It's hard to keep up. Here we go. That's the straw that just broke the camel's back. I'm here for football and basketball takes. Enough of the Harry Potter shit that's blown out of proportion. And you went too far with the Azzies on wives, adding my mom on there. Just went too far over the line. It's like I try to be nice, and you just shit on me. Like how asinine, very ungrateful, maybe a vacation. You could take Harry Potter and the other shit, turn it sideways, up your ass. And Nickelback is trash. My metal would destroy that shitty band in 1,000s of ways because my powers are unforgiving, relenting, and painful beyond submission. You know better. Don't play with a king who has immoral powers. And yes, I have powers. I learned from God and many other people I work with. And I'll be damned. If you want to go toe-to-toe with me, you don't want none of me because as powerful as I can be, you know how hard my life was, yet you make a mockery out of me. You're going to learn the hard way. P.S. Either talk football with me or beat it scrub. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially at war with Beast. He has his dangerous alliance, and I have the Asmaniacs. The war is on, folks. Get ready. On that note, it is time to get back to your calls on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline. Where standing by is Raven, who's next. Hello, Raven.
Hi. So I have a question because I'm a big Howard Stern fan. What member of the Whack Pack am I?
Ooh, I don't know. Who do you think you'd be?
I mean, I'd love to be Marianne from Brooklyn because she's pretty iconic, and I think I'm an iconic caller into the Jake Asman show.
Do you make bird sounds as well?
I mean, my name is Raven. Like, come on, Jake.
It's true. You do have that going for you.
Yeah, and maybe it's like a secret talent of mine. Maybe I should try some, bird calling in my spare time.
Give it a shot.
So I wanted to come here today because I am sick and tired of the Breece Hall slander. I'm freaking sick of it, okay? Especially because I saw an Instagram post that said Breece Hall in 40 games is already second for the most career games with 95 or more yards. And let's not forget, he missed the majority of his first season. He's putting up damn near similar numbers or like a little bit less to James Cook and Kieran Williams, who just got big deals. And again, he's played 11 less games because of the injury. Like, I don't know what are you guys expecting from a running back that's not a power back? You know, he's like very average size. I think he's like 5'11", like 2 something, and I think that's the average height and weight for running backs. I think it's like 5'11", 210, whatever. You guys can look that up. But I'm like so freaking sick of this because it's like, in what world does it not make sense to not at the very least franchise tag a 24-year-old running back who for the first time finally has an effective offensive line behind him? Like, come on, guys. Like, I get it. He had those drops. I get it. He didn't look great in the first preseason game, but like, come on, everybody. This is getting like ridiculous.
Agreed.
We have more things to talk about.
They need good football players on offense,
Exactly.
especially ones that can catch the ball. Today,
Exactly.
withstanding. So yes, I'm with you. The Breece trade talk, it's silly. I don't know. Did you see Glenn's answer after practice today when asked about the running backs?
Yeah, he literally had to specify, we're not trading Breece. So I'm like, you better not be, because that would be freaking stupid.
It's not happening. I'm going to play it because I actually pulled it here, and then we'll let you finish your excellent call as usual, Raven. This was Aaron Glenn being asked about the running backs earlier today.
Aaron, when you talk about the running game, we know what Breece can do, and he can be used a lot of ways. What have you seen from Braylon? And I think he might still be the youngest guy in the league. Like, do you ever think about that? What this guy could be?
That's crazy. And, a grown man's 240 pounds. That's the youngest guy in the league. And I think he's shown exactly who he can be when it comes to the running game. I can't just say off the top of my head like how many yards he's average per play, but I mean I think it's up there for the most part. So listen, we have like 3 good running backs, and I keep saying that. And listen, they all have different skill sets that we're going to utilize. And that does not mean I'm trading Brees. Okay? Does not. So I'm gonna say that right now. I just like having 3 good guys. You know, hell, I wish I had more, but we don't. But listen, yeah.
Well, sorry, Donovan Edwards and any other running back in camp. Apparently, you're not a good running back, according to Glenn. I'm just kidding. But they're not trading Brees, and
No.
I think Glenn nailed it with that answer there.
Yeah, no. Again, like I said, I think in my last call, we are a very reactive and emotional fan base. So it's completely understandable that at like the first sign of just like complete despair, we're all going to go nuts and be like, trade this person, trade that person, like completely overhaul the roster. None of these people are worth being on the team anymore. So, you know, I just want to see what happens on the field. I don't give a shit whether or not whether Justin Fields only throws for freaking 200 yards this season. As long as he's getting the offense down the field and we're scoring points, I don't care how it happens. Just score points. For the love of God, please score points. Please have more games where you score over 30 points.
Even if they don't do that, have games where you're efficient and you're scoring the league average amount of points. This offense has just been so bad historically. If they're a league average offense this year with the coaching, the defense, special teams, I think they can win 8 or 9 games if possible. I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think personally, I think that's the ceiling, and then the floor is that like we completely shit the bed and it's just all terrible all the time. But ultimately, what I want to see this season is just that we are an actual functional football team that can just play football, even if we're just doing fundamentals back to basics. Like that's what we need. We need to get back to the basic stuff that you learned like when you were a kid and just be the best at that. And then from there, we can start talking about more complicated plays and whatnot. Let's just be a good football. Let's just be a football team.
Amen. Now, here's the real question for you, Raven. Whose alliance are you joining? Are you joining Beast Dangerous Alliance? Do you have your own alliance? Because Beast is at war with me now. He sent me a very strongly worded email.
Is it possible for me to play Switzerland in this case, or do I have to pick a side?
I don't know. He said either talk football or beat it scrub to me. So now I'm a scrub to him.
All right. Well, listen, I don't think you're a scrub. I think you're a great Jets content creator. So you know what? I'm going to be on your side, Jake.
Raven, you're awesome. Well done. The right answer. Let's go back to Beast, whose camera's not on, but we know he's there. Hey, Beast.
Well, you finally got the attention of the master in disaster. What did I say once? Playtime is over.
Hey, you got to turn your camera on, otherwise we can't hear you. You let me know. There you go.
Nice. But now, in the words of the Paulie Dangerously,
you get the fuck out.
In the words of Aaron Glenn, see ya. Just kidding. I'll come back to you, Beast. What do you got?
You get the fuck out.
Really?
You get the fuck out.
Come get some. Come on.
All right.
You get the fuck out.
Hey, I'll come back to you. Gator's on the line. Hey, Gator.
Hey, real quick, I think we owe Beast an apology. I screwed up. So I didn't know that was his mother. I thought it was his wife. So I need to, I did a best wives Azzy with Charles's mom, and I forgot who else was in there. But that was an oversight on my part. I apologize. But I will fix that, and we'll get Beast's mom in the best mom category, total screw up. And we'll put another wife in there. I guess maybe Tammy C. How's that?
That sounds great. Let me check in with Beast, see how he feels. Beast, what do you think?
That's just fine. I'm about to put on some cowboy. I'm gonna put my one song on called "F This Job" from my one friend from Tennessee. You know who I'm referring to? Yeah, you know that there's a good hit. Check it out. I'll send you the link of the song. You'll love it. It's a good cowboy song. Very cowboyish. Saddle up, cowboy.
Nobody knows what you're. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nobody knows
No
what
idea
you're
what you're
talking
talking
about, buddy.
Cowboy hat on. Let's get cowboy. Yeah, cowboy time. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm not quite following what he's saying there, Gator, but maybe you speak Beast.
Yeah, no, I don't. Nobody does. It's all right though. We'll have to get a decoder ring or something. I don't know. But yeah,
We'll
I'll
figure it
work
out.
on that. I'll work on that as you. We'll split it up into best mom and best wife categories. I'll straighten the whole thing out. I feel terrible.
Yep. Hey, look, appreciate you calling in and clarifying. That's great news.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gator McCluskey. By the way, how funny was Gator's song for Richie with the stickers, by the way? Hilarious. All right, open phone lines for anyone who wants in on the conversation here. Reminder to get the membership, and you can enter the raffle. We did announce our weekly raffle prizes for this upcoming week. We don't always have a Broadway Joe Namath item, but this week we do. Signed jersey by the greatest Jet ever, Kevin Mawai signed jersey, and a signed photo by the New York Sack Exchange. Mr. Bonesy says, I speak Beast. We know you do. You're his attorney at law, baby. Boomtown says, Beast clearly said he wanted to talk only football. Yeah, but then he breaks his own rule, Boomtown. Man. Raymond says, Beast would make a great Bond villain. Beast, you ever been in a James Bond movie?
No, but I've heard Prince Fonzo was actually really good. I was just listening to my one guy called Wheeler Walker Jr. Very good cowboy. He actually could write a good song. But Prince Bosman, I'm familiar with him because he was in Mrs. Doubtfire, and he was also in James Bond movies going, I am Who else was also in James Bond movies? The great Sean Connery. You remember him? The great Sean Connery? Yeah, the only man to ever grow a beard like this and actually do some crazy things. No.
Hey, Beast, let me ask you something. Where's that wizard spray that you had?
How about the new shirt that I just got? How about the new shirt that I got today? Hey, what's this?
Oh, there it is.
What's this? Whoa! Woo!
So are you still mad at me? I'm very confused.
I think we need to turn up some heat around here, y'all. Football and basketball, that's fine. But when certain things hit a certain nerve, that's when you just gotta say, okay, foot and drive. Let's go. Let's put some cowboy music on, shall we? All right, Wheeler Walker, take it away, boys. Pew, pew, pew. Abracadabra.
All right. That was a weird one. Let's see. Dylan writes in, you can't tell Beast the word banana, and all of a sudden you're talking destruction and carrying jock straps and man's man. Actually, you wrote, you can tell Beast the word banana. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Dylan. Great point. More of your calls right now. I can't speak. Bonesy, I cannot read that comment, but very funny. Daniel Beware is up next. What's up, Daniel?
Hey, what's up, Jake? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
Nothing. Just here laughing about what Beast says about all the stuff of the war.
Hey, it's Taco Tuesday, by the way. Should we bring Beast on for you to explain to him what Taco Tuesday is actually all about?
I don't know. I've been thinking about make a quick recipe of what a light taco should be, but I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure, but if you want to, I can talk with Beast about tacos.
Oh, come on! You know me. That sounds magical.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Beast himself? How you doing?
Mr. Daniel, ¿cómo está, amigo?
Hola, hermano, ¿cómo estás?
What part of Mexico are you from?
Estoy cerca de la Ciudad de México, Toluca.
I have a friend down there somewhere in part of Guadalajara. That's also known as Chivas country. But it is if you want real good tacos, you gotta go with El Flour tortilla.
Yes, that's right.
You can do it many different ways. You can do barbecue, you can do fish, you can do chicken, also known as, in Spanish, also known as el purrio. You can also do carne asada, also pork, but pork is also known as a different name, however you want it. But in turn, make it however you want, but put sour cream at the bottom first, not at the top. Sour cream goes at the bottom first, then your lettuce, then your whatever meat, then your cheese, then your extra manpower hot sauce. Just make sure you do it. That tastes good. And also have
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien.
go with one of these.
Sí, pero all right, but you have to agree with me that lettuce is not a tortilla. So if you're going to make a light taco, you cannot use lettuce as a tortilla because
Well,
that's
of
not
course,
a
the
taco,
things
my
are okay.
friend.
Sometimes some of it's okay, but I generally say it's cardboard once in a while. You know,
Well, yeah,
whatever works, amigo.
I will forgive you because you are on a diet and you're trying to lose weight. So
Italian, part German,
I will
also
respect that.
Irish and Scottish, and also part Greek because that's also part of my family background as well. So, well, gracias, amigo, and remember, este Taco Tuesday, muchas gracias.
Soy tu fan.
Estes es huesos.
Muy
Oh.
well. That's what we have with Beast about taco speaking, but changing the subject into football terms, I don't agree with the stuff of Aaron Glenn resting all the starters for the third week of the preseason. I would like to see the starters getting more chemistry into playtime, but I guess he wants to shout all the fans. Shout yeah, shout all the fans, so we cannot criticize all the playmaking that he's been doing with Justin Fields. So I guess we will have to wait to see the start of the season, and let's bring some positivity to the Asmaniacs. I feel like you guys have been lowing down, so let's go, man. We have 17 games to play out and discover if we got and if we are built for this shit. So JETS, Jets, and let's go, my friends.
Let's
I love
go.
you. See you
Daniel in
later.
Mexico. Boom.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Trying to bring the positive vibes. Love that. Philly Noodles is called back in. Yes, Philly?
I'm just thinking about it. What are we doing with Bonesy here? He's supposed to be his lawyer, so he should actually. Is it defamation of character? Is there reason for him to jump sides to B side before obviously this nice call he just had about tacos?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I can't keep track of what's happening, and
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that Mr. Bonesy, I believe, is still Beast attorney.
He's got to represent. So there's attorney law. There's like an agreement, right? He can't he can't say anything that he knows about Beast's war pattern, anything that he has planned, any magic he's going to use on you.
Hey, Beast, is Bonesy part of your alliance?
Kind of has to be.
Whenever you're ready, big guy. Whenever you're ready.
Hold it. We were doing a homework and assignment. Had to keep up for homework. You know, homework comes first. Well, everything counts. And how are you there? Yeah, you gotta stay ahead of the game. You gotta remember something. Aaron Glenn was also a known student of the game. So you gotta remember, if you're not ahead of the game by 2 or 3 points, you're not prepared. You gotta be prepared. Watch closely. Pay attention. Watch, learn, listen. You might surprise yourself. Just remember, watch your P's and Q's. And we will.
Breaking sports news on the Jake Asman Show.
Hey, breaking news. According to Clancy Beast, Bobby Beasley is starting his own alliance as well.
Who gives a shit about that guy? That guy's dead. And what's a shame, Douglas? He's dead. He doesn't exist. He was probably confronted by UFO intelligence, also known as aliens. You hear about the Blue Beam Project? Yeah, you hear about that? That's going around for quite some time now. So who cares about that? That guy's the past. We're looking to the future, and we're gonna keep going with the future. We gotta move forward.
I want to make sure we protect the prize that B-Man won. Look at this thing. And he's wearing the Brits jersey. You kidding me? Come on, B-Man. Help him out a little bit. Best we can do with B-Man.
Captain Puerto Rico, away.
Who speaks more Spanish, by the way, B-Man or Beast? Gator says it's Beast. We got a guy on the line named Law Fixer 666. Let's check in with him. I'm sure he will have some great things to say. Hello, Law Fixer.
Hey, how's it going, Jake Asman? How's it going today? Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. So I just want to shout out all the Asmaniacs, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of everything here. Why Beast freaks out all the time about this Hogwarts stuff. Okay. So I'm Mr. Bonesy's paralegal. I got my paralegal certificate at UB. Shout out Zach Asman and go Bulls. Sorry, Zach Asman. Shout out. And then so. Now that time has passed, called the statute of limitations, I can start trying to divulge some of the information that Mr. Bonesy was working, very hard on. As you can see, we got all the law books behind us right here. We was doing these cases pretty hard and stuff. So what happened was Bobby and Beasley used to be the best of friends, okay? And then they both attended Hogwarts, believe it or not. So all that stuff is true, but they attended Hogwarts. So they were best of friends, causing mischief and all that. They would smoke magical cigarettes, and they would use all these spells. And then they would grow this enormous produce. We would raise very red flags. I don't care if you're buying vegetable or not. I mean, I don't judge at all. So, during the annual Hogwarts, farmers contest, HP, Mr. Harry Potter, was a little concerned that Beast's zucchini was too big. So they put it on a scale, and it broke little HP's scale. And before you know it, they're getting reported back to Dumbledore. Dumbledore, he expelled Bobby and Beast, to the point where they had their own little fallout to where Beast was filing a lawsuit against Hogwarts for expelling him. And he left poor Bobby out of the whole thing. So that's where their fallout began. And then you can see Bobby selling, all kinds of spells and all that stuff behind a 7-Eleven. He sold the 6 rings. As you know, he hacked your show a couple times. So you bear witness to all that. And then, Beast, he's just scared to get on a scale.
I'll tell you what. Beast denies all the comments from Law Fixer 666. Beast commenting moments ago. Dude, shut the F up. You're a GD moron. Beastbreaker writes in, throw this a-hole in the hole. He's a moron. Let's go back to Beast. Beast, are you still there?
That guy's a freaking moron. I've seen some morons in my life, but wow. Where the hell did you find this Goomba? This guy's no worse than a dummy. I swear I could have sat down with Phil Donahue or Jenny Jones and got a better answer out of that. 99.9%, that guy's a dumbass. I swear if Red Foreman was still here with me, he'd be like, this guy is a dumbass with the lowest IQ, probably dumber than cheap toilet paper. I don't know where this guy came from, but I know exactly where he's going. Open up the deck, send him to the toilet. He's going down bye-bye for him. Into the toilet, right where your friends are at, right where it goes, right to that stinky department called the Stickney line in Stickney, where they send the shit scoop. That guy's an idiot. I don't want to ever see that guy again. That guy is one thing. He's an el puto.
He's the guy that sent me this photo of you at Hogwarts. Same guy.
He's a retard.
Whoa.
The guy's dumb. He got no brains. He's no dumber than Jim Cornette. And
calm
also,
down. Calm down, Beast. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Open phone lines for anyone who wants in. Your thoughts on the Jets not playing their starters Friday. I understand it, but knowing what we know now, I would have gave another drive to the starting offense this past Saturday. They only played 2. Knowing what we know now, I wish they played a third. Because I thought they were going to play Friday based on how Glenn handled that, but clearly not. So I mean, we'll see. It wouldn't shock me if Membu's out there. Like Glenn said, most of the starters aren't going to play, but the younger guys, like the rookies, like if Mason Taylor plays a little bit, I get it. Membu plays, I get it. Like I think we'll still see those guys. Maybe you see a little Braylon Allen. Isaiah Davis, if he's healthy, I think will play. But at this point, you're protecting your best players. I would have liked to have seen Fields have another series, though. I've been saying that for a while. This was just sent to me. This is Goldfinger Beast. Beastbreaker, officially a James Bond villain. Beast, your thoughts?
Do I look like number one, my hairdo is a lot more sexier than this.
Hey, show us your hairdo.
This has a lot of class to it. Why? I keep it fresh, I keep it clean, and that right there, that's the 60 version. This is more your updated version. 10 times sexier, 10 times smarter, and 10 times more fly.
Do you think you're the sexiest guy that calls into the show?
Because I got balls. Let me give you a run. Let me run it down for you. I'm like Austin. I'm like Savage, and I'm also like Jake the Snake. Get in my way. What's the 3 letters that stay for? DDT. Drop dead twice. Now just remember, come right out of this tree.
Ooh, look at me.
And I sure as hell don't wear that. Nobody gives a shit. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Hello. Well, I was
Bring it on! Let's go, boys!
While I was studying at Hogwarts to work at a hospital, you were skipping class, weren't you?
Yeah, right, pussy. Yeah,
You were skipping class.
Look at you with your freaking receding.
6 rings, buddy.
You want some of this, bitch? Look, who are you? First of all, I know who you are. You're the little whore.
Buddy, while I was studying to get an education, you guys were all skipping class. That's why I sit with money. I'm about to go to the $60,000 car. $60,000 car. Don't skip school, kids.
What a freaking asshole. That guy has the worst hairdo I've ever seen since Fester Adams of the Adams family. Receding hairline, has no clue who he is. You look like one of them.
Buddy, I know a lot of. Well, I'm going. At the end of the day,
receding hairline.
I'm going to Miami, buddy. I'm going VIP.
Why don't you call Tom Bosley for your new hairdo while you're at it, you big gook?
I don't need hair, man. I know a lot of people.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
What's
Let me
up?
see you do. Receding hairline, bald is all hell, weak is all hell. And you know what? I could take that Patriots jersey and shove it down your throat and then make sure you wipe your ass.
That's an infinity, buddy. Fully loaded. I got no time. Time is money, and this is just a waste.
Pussy! 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 Yeah, pussy. That guy was a pussy. That's why, all talk, no action. You know why? Because he thinks he's all money. Well, he's nobody. Weak. Self-simple-minded. Ridiculous. Cheap. Even worthless.
All right, I have control of my own show again. I got hacked by 6 rings there. Wow. This was stunning. Super chat from Spencer. Did Bobby Midnight get a job? No. Is water wet? Yes.
J-O-B, job.
Bobby's our only hope, though. I think Gorman's a lost cause. Cheats fan, who knows? And Beast claims he's retired. So I don't know. We haven't heard from 6 rings in a while, though. So good to see that he's still out there, I guess. Dave Brigger says Gorman is useless. Now, I told Gorman to call in this week. We'd love to get his thoughts on the game from Saturday, but we haven't had a Gorman call in a while. Dana says 6 rings, won that one for sure from the top rope. Peter Castro says Beast is the biggest loser. Strong. DS says, what a freak show. Clancy says, Beast rolled the best doobies at Hogwarts. Man. It's been some show. No one is on the line right now. That's the thing. Yet there's 370 people watching, but not one person on the line. So last chance to get in on the raffle here because we'll end the show early. I got a pack for Vegas tomorrow. I'm headed to Vegas with Circa. Contest weekend is upon us. Hell yeah. Let's go. It's happening. Believe it.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million. Pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Yeah, buddy. It all starts tomorrow. Be signing up for the contest, Circa Million, Circa Survivor, Vegas, baby. I got to watch the Entourage Vegas episode before my flight tomorrow. A tradition unlike any other. All right, more of your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Well, he's home sitting in a chair, 'cause his back hurts. On the road, he's sitting in a chair, in an upgraded hotel room. He calls the show his ass is in a chair. His wife thinks he's weird. He got a beard. He loves the Jets, the Super Chats. He's a big fella. He's all alone in a room on a chair. That's a big fella.
What's up, man?
Big fella.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good, good. You know, hanging in there. Got back from Tennessee on Sunday, and it's been great to be home. But I wish you luck on your flight tomorrow, man. I wish you safe journeys, and just have a good time out there. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be a great time. There probably will not be a morning show because I'm traveling, but we'll have a lot of content to make up for it Thursday and Friday. So be ready, Jet fans. It's going to be fun. Plus, I'll do the post-game show right after the game before my flight Friday night.
Yeah, it looked like T-Squared was a lot of fun, dude. I wish I could have made it, but
It was. I wish you were there, big fella. You were missed.
Yeah. I agree with you 100% about Justin Fields, and I thought that he would have played this week because of how he performed last week. And I did want another drive as I was watching the game. I was like, why are they taking him out? But, I guess Glenn thinks he's ready, or, they're going to run the ball more, or they don't want to show anything. So, and why get hurt if you're not going to show anything? So, I can see it. I can see it on both ends, So
I would love to see them at least play a drive and just get something in the passing game. But clearly Glenn thinks they're ready because they've done enough in practice to get ready for it. So I defer to the coach, but knowing what we know now, it would have been nice to have seen one more drive on Saturday.
yeah, it's true. And Philly's number 2s are really good. I mean, they're a stacked team. So, you don't want to risk injury. What did that say? I don't know.
Hey, whose alliance are you joining, by the way?
I'm like Galactus, bro. I'm not joining anybody's. I'm just going to eat the worlds, man. That's it. It's kind of amazing to see like the sects of different alliances in this chat. It's kind of funny. And there's people that are in more than one alliance. So, it's pretty funny. This show is amazing.
Hey, Beast, are you upset that big fella's not joining your alliance?
He's fine. Hey, he's doing his own thing, like I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my own thing. And that 6'3" guy, if he wants more, come on, get your ass in the cage with me, because I will kick your ass all over the place and send you one-way ticket straight to hell in a body bag, first class. Jackass.
I gotta say about 6 rings, it took balls to come back on, but flexing about your car is not the way to go. You know, that's
Baby
not,
steps with him as our villain. He's still learning.
yeah, that's not legit trash talk, buddy. So you know, but yeah, I mean that's all I got. You know, wish you a safe trip and everything. Looking forward to a month from now. We're going to Tampa, taking that place over. That should be good.
Hell yeah!
And you know, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Great show. Keep it up and go Jets.
Ladies and gentlemen, the big fella.
You get the fuck out.
What are you yelling about?
If you thought you seen something, you oh, there's more to come. Get ready. Oh, the dangerous lines is enough's enough. Man up time. Oh, this means war. Oh, there will not be no stopping me. Oh, Bryce, there is no way. No one's running. You want to play with fire? Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, thank you. Oh, piss off.
He's gone. All right. I'm sorry. Farts are funny. Let's see. Last chance to get in here. Thank you to the big fella for an excellent call. If you tuned in late, I'm giving away a jersey of your choice. If you want a JJ jersey, a Sauce jersey, a Garrett jersey, or a Fields jersey, enter our raffle and you have a chance to win. Question from Amanda, who was at war with Gary yesterday, which was quite the spectacle. What season is the Vegas Entourage episode? Great question, Amanda. Season 3, episode 9. Vegas, baby, Vegas. One of the best episodes in the series. Black Gypsy is in the Asmaniac raffle for 1. All right, I'm going to gift the membership as well. Black Gypsy's membership went to listener Semi, by the way. I'm going to gift the membership. If you win, I'm putting you in the raffle. All right? So here's how you can get a membership if you don't already have one. Like the video, step 1. 2, subscribe to the channel. 3, make sure you have the setting turned on that you want to be able to receive a channel membership. You get a free super chat every month, bonus content, a badge next to your name, all that. Ladies and gentlemen, time to get the membership. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Blast off. Not the kind of blast off that Beast usually does. An actual blast off. Oh, shit. Membership gifted. It went to listener Tandem. Tandem, I'm adding you to the raffle for 1. Tandem. Well done. Beast is called back in. Hey, Beast.
I've already prepared the. Oh, okay.
Hey, put your camera on. We can't see you or hear you.
I prepared. Oh. You see that bottom line? You said right there. I am a master. When the master comes, masters are gonna be. This ain't a game. You want to fight? Come on, get in the cage with me, you pussies. And, I'm not ready. I'm looking ready. I'm looking fit. I got more balls than half the roster that can't combine. I got the power to do it. That doesn't look funny to me at all.
Hey, Jack says he's trying to work out, but he keeps laughing during the show.
Right. Well, it probably pissed his pants. Probably leave a yellow stain in there.
You think so?
In the words of Austin, as he once said, look at this. Look at this.
Hey, Dylan says you're going to sit on me. You're not going to sit on me, are you?
Are you stupid?
Dylan,
that's foolish.
That's what Dylan wrote. Boy. Are you saying I'm foolish or Dylan is?
Dylan must be foolish. He has to. He must have. His brains must have been scrambled.
Black Gypsy says, Beast, I'm ready for the cage. Let's go.
You know where to find me. Gang fight? You're going to get a gang fight, all right. LOD style in my neck of the woods, boy. I don't think you'd survive 1 or 3 minutes lasting in that cage. Be afraid for what you wish for. You don't know what you might get. We'll see you in the pits of hell. Now, go get the raffle started and go pack up for your flight. Think about that. And when you're in the pool, don't go in the drowning section.
Hey, why are you giving me orders?
Oh. Be in the pool. Oh. Freedom at last. You'll have a pool. You'll have freedom. You'll enjoy yourself. Hey, what am I going to be doing? Going to Menards, going to Food for Less, enjoying good time. And that Six Rings guy, that guy's nobody. He could wipe my ass. Oh. He doesn't even have the right toilet paper. I bet he buys that generic Dollar Tree, $1.25 cheap toilet paper. That's how cheap he is.
Hey, don't go in the drowning section. What is that?
The drowning section is the deep part of the pool. The 12-foot area.
What if I know how to swim?
Just stay in the 3-foot area.
But what if I don't want to?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I sit in the pool all the time. What do I do when I'm in the pool? I'm getting a tan. I'm sitting back, relaxed, going, yeah, baby. That's freedom at last.
You could use a tan. You sit in a dark attic all day.
Hey, this ain't no attic, little fella. This is GSH, Global Studio Headquarters.
Hey, Dylan says you can't swim. Is that true?
Dylan, when I was 16 years old, I won a gold medal for swimming, little fella.
And what, the Olympics?
Watch yourself there. Don't even go there.
Hey, where did you win a gold medal and what?
Swimming.
In the Olympics?
No, it's like a tournament.
Michael says you can't swim.
He's a dumbass, just like his brains are. Except they're in the 5th row between shit, syphilis, and sympathy. What a dummy. What a dummy.
Mike says that you would float, not swim.
When I didn't have hearing problems back then, little fella, I used to be okay to go. Now I'm getting older. Gotta watch. You gotta take care of yourself. That's what you're supposed to do, you nuts. No, I don't wear Speedos. Speedos are for numcapoops with no brains.
Do you think people? Now hold on. You said you weren't a wizard, and then people kept sending me photos of you as a wizard. Do you think people are going to have photos of you in a Speedo now?
I'd rather wear my own. I wear these and enjoy. These are my babies right here. You know why? Because those are real deal. You know what? You think Speedos are a real thing? Give me a break. Give me a break. I'd rather pop a zit off my ass than put up with idiots all day.
Una says, wait, Beast can't swim because he has hearing problems.
Right here, you numbnuts.
Yeti says you're the dork that said you had a gold medal.
Yeti, you must be blind, because you're another one, another dummy, low IQ, right at the toilet, head first.
Sean says when Beast lays on his back in the water, it's called Beavis Island.
Wow. The numbers of stupidity in this show has grown to a full level of dumb-dumbness. Dumb-dumb. Complete
Beast
dumb.
the blimp stays in the 3-foot section.
So, in the words of Metallica, so what? So what you gonna do?
Big fella says, did Beast say little fella? I didn't know my son was here. WTF, Beast.
Right now, I'm gonna get ready to go have myself some water, put on some basketball, beat the crap out of some team right now, and destroy whoever's in my way.
There's no basketball on. What are you talking about?
I already got the basketball on my Xbox that I do. I play with the Knicks all the time. Why? I'm a killing machine. I'll show you. I'll give you photos of that. You'll get. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you for your time. Oh, and the words of George Carlin. Hey, I said, porn shops, crack houses. Oh shit! I was going to say, boys, gangbangs. That's right. Oh. And remember, this is Mr. Oh. Talking about. I am Mr. Conductor. The hot version of it. Better bank on it. Believe that. Now go enjoy the rest of the day. Hakuna Matata. Oh.
None of that made any sense, but thank you, Beast, for whatever that was. Mr. Flowers says, let me get that sauce jersey. Mr. Flowers, you are in the raffle now, my friend. Good luck. You're in for 5. Frankie Castle. Fields can run and manage a game. Good D will win. Yeah, I mean, you can win games. You won't be the worst team in the league. They need a passing attack to be better than 6 or 7 wins, though. A couple super chats that aren't coming up for me, but I'm going to try and address each one. Big fella, Beast, if I go to Chicago, can I go in the attic? Hey, Beast, if Big fella visits you, can he come in the attic?
I mean, to the studio headquarters? As long as you got limited access? Hey, limited access.
You get the fuck out. Okay, I think that's a yes. Mike says, I'm on my way home from DC. Open YouTube, and all that played was fart sounds. Now everyone's looking at me. Man, can't help you there. Come on, Mike, stop farting. What else we have here? Want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I don't think we have. All right, last chance to get in here, truly. Then it's raffle time. Greg writes in, this show really is at an all-time low lately. It really sucks. Sorry, I used to like it. Well, Greg, tell me what you liked about the old show and tell me what you don't like about this current show. Because I think a lot of people disagree with you. Viewership is up 35% this month. But please, Greg, the floor is yours. Tell me what you used to like about this show. I'd be happy to try and help. Yeti says, Beast, you're always welcome at my house, but 2 conditions. I have a scale and no attic. All right. More of your calls here. Last chance to get in on the raffle. AZ Frankie's in the house. AZ, where have you been?
Hey, I've been busy, man. I've been working like 3 a.m. shifts. I'm actually like switched departments. I'm working in the meat department now, so I got to work like 3 a.m. to 11. And usually I'm at work when you guys do your morning shows. So, but I'm going to try to catch a late show so I can get on live. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So, but I'm excited, man. It's like what you were saying in the first preseason game when like Phils was killing it. And then he kind of struggled. I don't even know if he even really struggled because they're not going to open up the playbook. So you just kind of got to roll with preseason. That's why I don't like preseason because it's not gonna show everything. But I'm excited, man. I know Phils is what he is, so we just kind of got to accept it, and we got to kind of just ride this season out. I think if it's bad, we'll draft a quarterback. We'll move on, but like we can't get too high or too low. We just got to we're Jets fans, man. We win the offseason. We go into the regular season, and like my friend says, you go into as a Jets fan, we go into every game thinking we're going to lose so that we're never disappointed. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, look, totally fair. I think at the end of the day, that's the right mentality to have with Fields because he was signed to be a bridge quarterback with the upside of more. AZ, I'm going to let you go because your daughter is very loud there. But good call, man. Hopefully you can call back more. I know your work schedule is killing you. I think that's the right approach. I mean, if you expect Fields to be great, I think you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. If you say to yourself, can we win with him for a year? I think the answer to that is yes. A lot of things have to happen. Coaching being the biggest thing. But if you like Glenn, you believe in Engstrand, okay. Dana says the show has slowly become irreplaceable over the last 2.5 years for me. Getting me fully through the offseason will never be forgotten. Dana, you got to call in, man. You're always in the chat. Appreciate y'all. NYC to SRQ says, Greg has no idea. Your show has never changed. I've been an Asmaniac from the very beginning when you only had 2,000 followers. Well, thank you, NYC. Congrats again on your Corvette helmet. I mean, the show's evolved, but the principle of the show has always remained the same. It's a Jet show first and foremost. But if you're going to do Jets year round, you can't just do only Jets. You got to have the personalities, the characters, the Asmaniacs. It's a Jets fan reality show. You know, people maybe only watch the first 30 minutes or the first hour when I have a guest on they might like, or the first 15 minutes if they want to just hear my opening thoughts if I don't have a guest. But my average listener, they watch for a long time. So you guys are great. Thank you to the audience, to the community, the Asmaniacs. Bill M says, I've been here a year. I ain't leaving. This is an interesting question to throw out there. Type in the chat how long you've been listening to the show. When was the first time you tuned into the show? Let's see who's been around the longest in the chat. I had this conversation with Gator the other day because my brother asked me and I couldn't think of it. Who was the first caller that had their own intro? We think it was V-Man, but we're not sure. We think it was V-Man. Call it out says almost a year. Ray K, 2 years. Larry's been around a long time. We usually disagree on everything, Larry, but at least you've been here a while. Bill M's only been here a year, but he's here every day. Al Scar Capone. Been a Jake follower for years. Love the show. Different personalities make it that much better. Dominic says, March 2025, right in the thick of Asmaniac Madness. I love that about Dominic. I remember when he called in, he's like, I tuned in the middle. If you start watching the show in the middle of Asmaniac Madness, oh my God, are you confused? But it's a good time to probably start watching because then you really get a feel for all the characters. Nate says, those post-Houston show, 15, 20-minute shows. I don't remember that, Nate. Quan says Joe B. Victor Cruz dance. So not that long. That's actually longer than you think. The Victor Cruz video with Joe, that was when we went to the Jet Giant game together in 23, October of 23. The Victor Cruz dance. I took this video of Joe and it went everywhere.
Oh, Victor!
But I didn't want to be the one to post it because I work for the competition, right? Joe's a friend of mine, but he works for WFA and I work for ESPN New York. So Kenny from Staten Island posted it and it went viral because I didn't want to be the one to post it. But it was my video. It was me, Kenny, and Joe at the game together. Oh, Victor.
I hate this team. I hate them. I hate them.
AZ Frankie says, my bad. My son was taking a bath. I want to say that the team will get better. I want to win, but I don't know if this is the season to win. I hope Fields shows up. I think they can be competitive this year, AZ. Can they win? I mean, 9-8 is not crazy. 8-9, well, technically not a winning season, right? Because it's an uneven amount of games. It would be more wins than they've had in a decade. Can they get to 8? I don't think 8. Look, context is everything. A couple of years ago, I predicted the Jets to go 7-10. They did. I wasn't happy about it. They were 6-3 and 7-4 and collapsed. We didn't think they were going to get off to a good start. They were ahead of schedule. So context matters with the record. Like if they get off to a great start and finish 8-9, you're not going to be happy at the end of the year. But if they win 8 games, it'd be very tough in August to sit here and be like, how dare they? That's how bad it's been. Omar joins the raffle. He is in for one. Truly, I keep saying it last chance, but we've had some good comments here. I'm putting the names together as we speak. Black Gypsy says the show has replaced the McAfee show for me. Love that. JT says, when did you move back to New York? April of last year. April of 24. Clancy says, when was the Zach ran after the Jags game? So you've been watching since the set. A lot of people always reference that to me, Clancy. That's cool to see. That was December of 22, right? That Thursday night I was at that game, the Jaguar debacle. Anthony in the house. $20 super chat. Hey now. Hey, Jake. It's great to be back with the Asmaniacs. Have a safe trip to Vegas. Anthony, we missed you at the draft, or not the draft party. We missed you at the watch party this weekend. Hope all is well with you and your family. He is in our raffle for 5 here. Let's see. Dana says been around since mid-season 22. I'm telling you, I gained my most subscribers during the 22 season when they were good for a while before the collapse and the Rodgers pursuit. The channel exploded during Aaron Rodgers. Boomtown. Who scores more touchdowns this year, Braylon or Brees? Brees. Una says, Jake, how long has the show been on now? Good question. January of 21 is when it really started to become like a daily show. Right after Salah was hired. It was videos before then. It became a live show in January of 21. Let's see. Oh, we actually have a caller here. All right, here we go. Sean is on the line. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
What's going on, Sean? I don't recognize you. First time call?
Yes, actually. Well, I called before, but it was like 2-3 years ago. Anyway,
welcome back.
It's been a little while. I just want to say, like you have the best man show, for real, and you're on top of your game. You know what you're doing, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, I found this like in the closet. Like I didn't even like know where it was. It's like 80s, and like it was an old like 98 jersey. I got a Corvette jersey, and I found it in the closet. I didn't know I had it, for years. It's crazy, but also, I respect everything you're doing, and I just want Justin Fields to progress. You know what I mean? I want him to elevate himself, and because I seen him from Ohio State, I used to watch the games actually when he played, and he could be a pocket passer. It's just like you have to generate the right plays for him. It's not like he can't throw at all.
I think it's
He doesn't have.
processing. I think in college there's more room, right? It's easier. You just have more talent around you. Guys can get open. You don't have to do as much thinking, and there's not as much, defenses disguising things and different looks. I think it's just harder to play the position at the NFL level. He can make all the throws. It's never been about that with Fields. His arm's incredible. It's can he go through reads? Can he identify, process, boom, decision, ball out?
Exactly. I think if you give him the right plays and, and I think Garrett Wilson with him will ultimize that, progress him in that way where he can be like, all right, I have a number one wide receiver where I can turn to, and it'll make him comfortable in the pocket sometimes. Because, all quarterbacks have to be in the pocket. It's not all just like, oh, well, I'm going to run, you have to be a pocket passer too at times. And I think Garrett Wilson with him is beneficial. So I'm just hoping for the best, I'm looking at like a 9-8 season, but hopefully, turns out to be more like a better season than that. I just want the playoffs, man. We've been in such a drought. Like,
It's been a long time, Sean. It's been a long time.
I'm 47. Last time I seen them get close to it was I was 38. So I'm like, come on, guys, man. We got to do something, man. We got to, because if Justin Fields doesn't work, then we have to draft another QB. He has to be comfortable with the situation. We have to get him involved in a new status quo, with the new play calls and everything. So it's like, when are we gonna get to playoffs, man? That's all I want, man.
Hey,
A little
Sean.
platoon.
What's up with the glasses indoors? I like the glasses.
I know, man. Like, honestly, Jake, I've been drinking. Like, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah?
gonna lie. Yeah, so like I don't want to show my eyes because sometimes it's they get a little like red and everything. But I'm just trying to pretty much say, and I'll be on the voyage, man. Jake, I'm gonna be on that voyage.
You're gonna be on the cruise.
I'm gonna be on the cruise.
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
be on the cruise, Jake.
Hey, they have a lot of alcohol on cruises.
He's like, by the way, you be good. But
now let me ask you this, Sean. So, did you work today, or you just happen to be off work? What's allowed you to be, feeling good on a 7 o'clock on a Tuesday?
I work like early mornings. I work morning shifts, and I have to basically be asleep by like 10.
You off
All
tomorrow?
right. No, I work tomorrow.
You're gonna be hungover tomorrow.
A little bit, but if I get like 7 hours sleep, I my body's like kind of attuned to it. But
Now, what are
like
you gonna
if
be
I get
sleeping
like
on? It looks like there's an air mattress next to you. Is that what that is?
no, this mattress here is in my closet. I don't use that no more because it used to hurt my back, man. My lower back used to kill me. It's like an old, like, one of those like spring mattresses, but it used to kill my back. But yeah, so all right, Jake, man. It was a pleasure talking to you. I
Hey, Sean,
appreciate
before you
you.
go, just between us, we got to see your eyes, man. We got to see what we're working with here.
Want to see my beautiful green eyes?
Yeah, we just,
Jake,
we
Jake,
want to see what we're working with.
I'm Irish like you, man. All right. All right. Look at them. Look at them. See?
You look great. You look very sober.
I look sober. Yeah. I doubtful, but yeah. I look like I'm drowning. No, but all right. All right, Jake, brother. I appreciate you, and I'll call him more. I'll call him more. All right.
Please do, Sean. Excellent, excellent job, man. He hasn't called in a couple of years. Now he has. Love it. Thank you, Sean. Well done. Man, let me tell you. All right. Good luck to Boomtown and the rest of the committee trying to put the bracket together this year. Good luck. We're expanding the field. That I already know. We'll match what the NCAA tournament has done now. We'll go to 68. We'll have playing games. We've already decided that. But the bracket is impossible to put together. It will be done. Had no doubt. But man, just think of the last couple of days who we've added to the tournament. Mad Max.
What do you guys' opinion on me doing a backflip through this orange wall?
The Dream. Like, man, this is going to be some tournament. Some tournament. Hell, if this guy calls once, I'm putting him in. I don't care.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Man. Clancy says Mets has to be in just for him flipping out on you. Well, the rules last year to qualify was you had to call the show at least one time over the last 3 months to be eligible for the tournament. So we got to make sure Mets calls in at least once if the committee keeps the same qualifying rules. Because I don't know, he hasn't called in since he freaked out on me. He hasn't called in since, well, that moment. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm putting the names together here. We're at 2 hours. We also started late because Richie was at camp and we worked around his schedule a little bit. What do we got here? Boomtown says the committee is up to the challenge. I believe in the committee. I just know that it's not going to be easy. J Quest says, will Bobby make the tourney? Right now he's on the outside looking in. I'll tell you what. I think Bobby's in the tournament, but he's not a 1 seed right now. His production has fallen off. But that might be good for Bobby. Kind of fly under the radar. It worked for J Quest.
Hey, do you go to the gym by any chance and play basketball by any chance or no?
Not recently. Why? You thought you saw me hooping somewhere?
I go to LA Fitness in Levittown. We have this tournament, right? 64 of us. And we play basketball, 1 versus 16, and we kind of grade each other based on our, how we play. So I'm the 8 seed. I got to go versus the 1 seed because I beat the 9 seed 10. Shout out to Ted easily. But I got to play the 1 seed, right? Here's my problem with the 1 seed. His name is Bobby. Bobby, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I love you. This guy, have you ever smelled rotten potatoes, Keith?
No, but go
Dude,
on.
so rotten potatoes is the second worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. The first is Bobby. Do I spray this guy with Mando before I play him or some butter and make him smell better, or do I just grind it out and try to hump my way to a win?
I have a rule. If I can smell you, I'm going to tell you. Have you told him?
Bobby it's just another level, bro. And, I don't even know what to say. The 16 seed didn't even show up when he had to play him. And Bobby thought that he just won because the guy was afraid, but it was because he smelled.
He's like, no, I can't.
Smell. He didn't show up.
I can't have that smell in my nose.
If I post this guy up, I might vomit. I'm serious. It's 10 times worse than rotten potatoes.
Thanks for the call, Lane. There's enough humans that smell like rotten potatoes on the subway.
Man, J Quest knocked out Bobby Midnight last year. And his prank calls led to glory. PBM says, who are your 1 seeds? It's way too early for that, but I will say the defending champion, Mr. Bonesy, has to be a 1 seed. Right? Out of respect, almost. He's the champ. Black Gypsy was a 16 seed last year. He won't be this year, that's for sure. Beast, he was a top seed. They got eliminated by a 15 seed. Dave Brigg is not being a 15 seed this year. There's no way. As Maniac Madness kind of launched Dave Brigga into a different stratosphere.
Listen, pigmouth, shut up. Keep your mouth shut. Number 1, when you call people old, this is what you get.
You don't scare me. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, Dave. You're always going to see this face. All right? I'm always going to be right in the J. No matter who's the Jet quarterback, I'm always going to be here. You know what I mean?
Listen, buddy.
Like trying to run me out of the show.
You're
I'm
an
not
idiot.
going
You don't know
nowhere.
anything about football. You never did. Mr. Zero. Mr. Zero. There he is.
I'm
In the
serious.
flesh. Mr. Zero. That's you.
You said people walked on the moon, correct?
Yeah.
Prove your claim.
It's not my claim, it's history's claim. You're an ignorant person. I was there. I know when.
You were on the moon?
You just don't believe it.
Give me the evidence that people walked on the moon.
You don't make any sense.
All I'm asking for is evidence.
You don't believe in achievement.
This is irrational. You're acting like an irate 5-year-old.
Listen to me, big mouth.
Dave Brigga, walk like a man. It's not my claim. It's not my burden.
You said you went to college. They teach you nothing?
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
This is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
You can't have a rational conversation. You can't shut your mouth
What's
for 5
rational?
seconds.
You're just a denier.
How does me knowing the name of the 3 people who died on the Apollo prove that people walked on the moon?
That itself doesn't prove it, no.
Prove your claim that people walked on the moon.
Men don't die for no reason at all.
How does men don't die for no reason prove that people walked on the moon? Your evidence is that you were alive when someone claimed to have walked on the moon.
I was living then, yes.
What does that prove?
I believe in achievement. I believe in a space program.
You believe in achievement. Therefore, people walked on the moon. That's your argument?
I believe people didn't lie to us like you.
I believe in achievement. Therefore, people walked on the moon?
Go read the history. Go look at films. I have books.
Then this should be easy for you. Prove that people walked on the moon. You've done all the research. This should be easy. It's not my burden.
Buzz Aldrin, in his mind, had to calculate the exact landing. You believe it was a cover-up?
I don't believe the claim that people walked on the moon. That's it.
I have to prove history, but you don't have to prove anything. Go take some more headshots. You need some.
Unbelievable. Unreal. Trig, you're in the raffle. I just saw. I'm literally about to pull up the wheel here, and you got it in just in time. Need my entries. Trig_Tech is the last person to enter. He enters for 2. I am moments away from spinning the wheel of champions. Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Luck to everyone. Remember, if you win, you have to email me your name, the jersey of the player you want of the 4 options. It's Justin Fields, it's Garrett Wilson, it's Sauce Gardner, and it's Jermaine Johnson. After you do that, you got to then tell me the color you want it in, green or white, and you got to tell me the size. Those are the rules. Again, thanks to everyone who continues to support these raffles. I would not be able to do one basically every show if we didn't have the membership and super chat support, because these things are expensive, especially the sign stuff that we do. So thank you guys for that. On that note, let's spin the wheel. The winner is Mr. Flowers. I believe Mr. Flowers is a first-time winner. Mr. Flowers, congratulations. You are in the Asmaniac raffle. We already know what he wants. He says, let me get that Sauce jersey. Mr. Flowers, email me, because I don't believe your actual name is Mr. Flowers. Maybe it is. I could be wrong. But confirm your name. Tell me your address, the size you want the Sauce jersey in, and the color, and we will get it ordered for you as quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Flowers. Let's go. That's a winner right there. Money. All right. Thank you all again for your support. You guys are the best. No morning stream tomorrow because I'm flying out to Vegas, but expect a lot of content over the next couple days. Dylan Terraman's going to join me in the afternoon tomorrow, so we will have at least one live show. So be ready. Get excited, because we're headed to Circa for what will be a legendary contest weekend. Jeff Parles, by the way, in person joining us to kick off his weekly segments on the show this year. So I'm excited. All right. On that note, talk to you guys from Vegas tomorrow. JETS, Jets. And since we referenced this guy a little while ago, let's give you guys quite the experience on the way out of here. Go Jets. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, sign up for the cruise, and we'll talk to you guys from Vegas tomorrow. Mets 2128 is up next this segment. What's up, Mets?
Not much. Doing stuff.
Thoughts?
I'm going to be sick. You're literally trying to kill me, Jake. Hello.
You okay there, Mets?
Yeah, I'm just done with the call.
Are you going to call back again?
I'll pass.
Can you at least think about it?
I'll think about it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time today. Excellent call.
You get the fuck out.
Mets 2128. Oh, boy. Hello, Mets.
For me, the fact that he barely used guys like Achua, Shamit.
He did use his bench.
But the fact that it took him that damn long to do it is what frustrates me.
So that's a fireable offense in your eyes?
No, I would have wanted it to go at least another couple of years.
You're agreeing with me. They shouldn't have fired him. Did you want him gone after the season concluded? Yes or no?
Yes and no.
It can't be yes and no. It's either yes or no.
Yes. All I'm saying is...
What are you saying? You're not saying anything. You're talking out of both
sides of your mouth. How about you quit cutting me off, you son of a bitch?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment.
You get the fuck out.
Boy, do we have a treat for you right now.
You son of a bitch.
Hello, Mets 212. How are you, Mets?
I think I might have overreacted. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say they shouldn't have fired him next year. They should fire him this year rehire him and then fire him. They're overtaxing the front five, and it's frustrating. And you know what I'm saying is they got to pivot defensively and got to go to a 10-man rotation. And even Nate yesterday, he was, Nate, get out of here. He's all like a woolly mammoth. Get out of here, Nate. You sorry, Jake? Ah, you son of a bitch!
It's okay, Mets. Take a breath.
Let me finish!
Okay.
You're cutting me off, you son of a bitch!
Would you like me to ask you a yes or no question?
Yes and no. You're a Yankee fan too. Suck.
Thank you for your time.
You son of a bitch!
Gator got me so good there because he hadn't done that in a while as far as a fake call is on the line and then he flips it. So I didn't even vet if that was actually Mets or not. A throwback Gator call there. Well done, Mr. McCluskey.
Bimbo boomy, bimbo bimbo boomo ba, bimbo ba, bimbo ba, bimbo boomy, bimbo bimbo boomo ba.
Yes.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.